right, well, good morning. I'm going to have my morning cup of Ticino here, and then I'm going to go out into the garden and do a chore that I'm not looking forward to. I have to clean up the dog mess back there, and it's been a long time since I cleaned that up. So, ew. But I have to get it done. So, I want to at least get that done, and then I can keep it up now. And hopefully we won't get tons of snow again, because it gets hidden there and then you can't find it anyway. And traipsing out there in the snow, I rarely go out back in the winter at all. And in the front, I go from the garage to the car, so you know it's not like I'm out there doing things in the garden. So I got dressed today in some older clothes, and I keep some older clothes just for gardening, cleaning up the garage, cleaning. I don't, you know, you watch some videos of people and they look so nice and they're doing deep cleaning of the house and all that, and you know, no, I don't do that. I find my oldest, ugliest clothes, and those are the things I put on to do work. So that tells me that I'm serious about getting it done. So I'm in my old shirt. I love these shirts. I have like a red one, a blue one, a black one, and a green one, and I got these years ago. They're a real lightweight flannel. I think they were from Walmart, and they're kind of my go-to work shirts. Oh, I'll bet I've had these shirts for 15, 20 years. But they're very comfortable, the weight of them. If you put a t-shirt under it, or you can put, on a little bit warmer days, you can put a tank top under it, or just wear it as a shirt, or you can wear a long sleeve shirt under it. Let me show it to you, and it's not glamorous, but this is what it looks like. Looks like a shirt, but it's got a little bit of stitching here. So it's like a girly flannel shirt. But anyway, so yeah, I have multiple colors of this, and they wash up real nicely. They don't wrinkle a lot. So yeah, those are my work shirts. I have other work shirts too. But I save my newer, nicer things for when I just go out, or if I'm just not doing any work. So, but anyway, yeah, I gotta do it. I'm gonna have a little simple breakfast of something. Not gonna cook anything. Today is a no cooking day. But yeah, and then I'm gonna get to it. So, all right, I'll take you with me and show you what I'm working with. And I kind of want to start documenting how the garden changes. So today will probably be the first in that series. I mean, I'm not going to make it a YouTube series, but just for my benefit and for any of you that are interested, I just want to sort of document how the garden's going to change over the months. I'll maybe do, I don't know, every couple weeks or once a month, and then I'll put the older ones, the older videos, and then just kind of play it through to, I don't know how long I can keep that up. But anyway, just something I was thinking about that I wanted to try and do. So, all right, let me take you out. I'm going to have my breakfast, and then I will take you out in my very messy garden. I'm out here in my garden this afternoon, and it's warmed up nicely, so I figured I would clean up some of the mess out here. So every year I go through this, and that's fine, but I keep tweaking it so that it gets less and less. So it's going to get to the point where I'll probably just keep these raised beds that I have, because that's what I plant my vegetables and flowers in. So I have to go through the garden and see what was destroyed over the winter, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw that stuff out, and there'll be quite a bit this year, and I'm not replacing it, I'm just getting rid of it. So I'm going to take this fence down here so the dogs will have a little bit bigger area to roam around in, but that'll happen after I get it all cleaned up. So, but it's a beautiful day out here today, and I know this looks like a mess. Somebody's gonna make a comment about it, I know it. I have eyeballs, so all I can do is work on it to get it cleaned up again. Now, I cleaned this up last fall, and it wasn't bad, but some of the vegetation was still producing some things, some of the herbs. So I have to pull those out now, and then I will continue on with other things. In this area here, I need to rake all the things up, put all the cardboard down here, and then mulch. But I'm not doing that until April because we can still get snow and there's no point to doing it right now. So yes, I know it's a mess, and I'm going to work on it because sometimes life gets messy. So, all right, well, I'm going to get back at it. Well, I'm back from outside, and I got the dog mess cleaned up. Oh, that's never a pleasant thing. First time in the first time in the spring. But I got it done. And so now I'm going to try and keep up with it. That's what I do, you know, in the other 3 seasons. In the winter, not so much. I mean, it gets just covered with snow and then you can't find it. So anyway, I decided it's time for a cup of something nice and warm and soothing. So I'm having some Ticino coffee substitute. Cheers. Oh, that hits the spot. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner. I have salad. I think I'll have some of that. And I don't know what I'm going to have with it because I don't feel like cooking. Cleaning up the dog mess in the garden, the shovel and thing that I have, they're kind of heavy, and it requires me to bend, and by the time I'm done with that, my back is shot. So I'm going to try and see if I can find something a little bit lighter weight, because I have arthritis in my hands, and holding those 2 heavy metal things kind of make my hands sore. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to make adjustments to, so that I can clean up the dog mess a little easier. So anyway, I got that done, and then I started pulling out some of the vegetation from the grow boxes that I have, and that'll make the whole garden look much better once I get that done. So I'm not doing a whole lot of rearranging. I did that last year. There may be 1 or 2 boxes that I have to move somewhere else, but I don't think it's going to be a big project. I'm trying to get a bigger project done every year, whether that's getting rid of things or switching things around or whatever, both in the house and in the garden. So that's what I'm doing, and it seems like I have to divide everything into subtasks now. You know, I can't do something from start to finish that's a complicated problem. I have to break it down into subtasks, and then I get it done. So whether, I can work an hour or two, or maybe only a half an hour or 15 minutes a day. It depends on, how I'm feeling that day. And I have arthritis in my spine. So today was not a good day. And I thought, oh, that figures. It's a beautiful day. Went up to 77, which was awesome. And it's like, I would have to have a bad day when it comes to the arthritis. But it's like I have to do it, because we're going to have some days that go back down into the 50s. And tomorrow's going to be warmer again. So I would like to get out there and pull more vegetation, and maybe I can get that all done. So I did that kind of in between cleaning up the dog mess, because with that I didn't have to bend over pulling out the vegetation. It came out real easy. So I could stand up straight and do that. So I kind of did some of this, and then I did some of that. So it worked out okay. So I was able to work for, I'd say, an hour and a half out there today. And I'm happy with the progress that I made. So, if you have a big project looming and you don't know how you're going to get it done, try doing it in subtasks, just breaking the project down. And sometimes once you get going on a project, it helps you move ahead. And another thing, don't expect perfection. It's better to do something and get it done than to not get it done because you're expecting it to be perfect. That's one thing that I learned, and that's one reason why I always find myself procrastinating. And then I ask myself the question, why are you procrastinating? Is it because you know you're not going to do it perfectly? And if the answer is yes, it's like, well, who cares? Just do it. Get it, at least get it started. And there are a lot of people that have that issue. They're actually perfectionists, even if your place is a mess. The reason sometimes it's a mess is because you just don't start it because you know you can't do it perfectly. So, yeah, I know that I used to do that. I don't so much anymore. For me, it depends a lot on how I'm feeling. It's not only, I'm not getting it done because I'm expecting perfection, but sometimes it has to do with how I'm feeling on a certain day. Now, if I have a day where I'm feeling great, and, then of course I get more done. So anyway, that's what I did today. It doesn't seem like it was a whole lot, but to me it was. And then I think on the days where it's going to rain this week, we have some rain in the forecast. If it's not too bad, I can open up the front and back garage doors and work on the garage a little bit. So that's my plans for this week, this coming up week. Got the weekend coming up tomorrow. So, but that doesn't matter to me because I'm off every day. So, but it's funny when your whole life kind of revolved around the week and the day of the week. You kind of continue that even through retirement. At least I did. I do. So I don't need anything at the stores. My mom doesn't need anything at the stores, so I don't need to go shopping. The only way I would go to the store is if I felt like going shopping and just kind of going for fun, but I very rarely do that anymore. I just don't have the interest, and I always tell myself, you're trying to get rid of stuff, so don't go shopping for things that you really don't even know you want. So I try to avoid that as much as possible. And that's been working out okay too. One place I haven't been to in a long time that I do want to go to at some point is Ollie's, because I want to see what they have in the way of gardening supplies, talking about soil amendments and stuff like that, because they've always had good prices in the past, and their potting soil is also relatively cheap. So I do want to get to Ollie's at some point and see what they have for the garden. And then they also have a lot of art supplies. So I want to see what they have for watercolor painting. Now I do have stuff for watercolor painting, but I want to see what they have. And it's a great place to go for books. They're new books, and they're marked down really cheap. I've gotten so many cookbooks there, how-to books. They have a huge variety of books. So if you have an Ollie's in your neighborhood where you live, I know they aren't everywhere, but it's well worth a trip to Ollie's. So they have kind of a little bit of everything. Well, they do have some groceries too. I'm not talking about, you know, produce and stuff like that, but they have canned things and, you know, staples, those sorts of things. They have nuts and seeds, and so they also have grass seed. I've gotten grass seed there at a reasonable price. So yeah, I think it's worth a trip. So I will take a trip to Ollie's at some point and just kind of look around and see what they have. But I would go on a day that wasn't a beautiful day, where I could instead be out in the garden. And sometimes I just like to sit in my garden and look at everything there and come up with a game plan about what I need to do, what I want to throw away, what I want to keep, what I want to paint, and how I want to set it up. So I like to sit there and just physically look at it. So I'll take a drink out there and relax and take a notebook or something and a pencil and do some drawings of the garden and how I would like it. So not a real long video today, my friends. I'm just going to relax now, stretch out my back a little bit, and drink my Ticino. I'm so glad I discovered that, because I'm not drinking coffee right now because of my stomach issues. So that sort of satisfies that, I wouldn't call it a craving, but that taste for coffee. Well, maybe it is a craving. But I usually only have 1 cup of coffee a day anyway. It's not like I used to drink it all day long. But not anymore. I used to drink that and Diet Coke. No wonder my stomach is so messed up. But I haven't drank Diet Coke in years. Every now and a blue moon, I'll have like a rum and Coke if I go somewhere. But right now I can't drink alcohol either, because that really upsets my stomach. So, and I was always just, you know, a social drinking person. If we went out or were with a, you know, a group or had a party, I'd have 1 or 2 drinks and that was it. But, you know, I'm not one to sit and belt them down by myself, or I can't even remember. Oh, the last time I had a drink, we were mixing up rum chata and something else, and oh, it was really tasty. But I had one, and it's like, oh my gosh, it really made me sick. So I haven't had a drink since then. So it's been quite a while. And I don't even think I finished the drink, because it like immediately started making me ill. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. and I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.